Scene script. Have you ever pondered what happiness truly means, or how to lead a fulfilling life amidst chaos? In the grand theatre of existence, these questions have danced on the tongues of sages and scholars, poets and peasants alike. They're universal, transcending the boundaries of time, place and culture. They're as old as humanity itself, and yet they still resonate with profound relevance today. These questions, my friends, are the beating heart of philosophy, a discipline that gazes into the abyss of existence, seeking to unravel its mysteries. Philosophy is the compass that guides us through the turbulent seas of life, helping us navigate the tumultuous waves of joy and sorrow, gain and loss, love and despair. Now imagine a philosophy that not only poses these questions, but also strives to answer them. A philosophy that doesn't merely ponder the enigma of life and happiness, but seeks to provide a roadmap to it. Welcome to the realm of Stoicism. A philosophy from the golden age of ancient Greece, Stoicism is a beacon of wisdom that has illuminated the path for countless souls across the centuries. It does not promise a life devoid of hardship or suffering. Instead, it offers a perspective, a way of seeing and experiencing the world that can transform our understanding of happiness and fulfillment. Stoicism teaches us to embrace the challenges of life, to find peace amidst the storm, and to cultivate an inner strength that remains steadfast in the face of adversity. It's not simply a philosophy, it's a way of life, a path to serenity and contentment that transcends the fleeting pleasures and transient sorrows of the world. Dive with me into the depths of Stoicism, a philosophy from ancient Greece that might just hold the keys to happiness and contentment. Prepare yourself to embark on a journey of discovery, a voyage into the heart of one of the most profound and transformative philosophies the world has ever known. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the heart of ancient Greece, beckons us to a life of resilience and inner peace. This ancient school of thought, though thousands of years old, still holds profound relevance in our modern world. Let's take a step back in time, to the bustling markets and sun-drenched streets of Athens, around 300 years before Christ. Here, in this vibrant city, Stoicism was born. The man behind this enduring philosophy was Zeno of Citium, a merchant-turned-philosopher after a shipwreck left him stranded in Athens with nothing but the clothes on his back. Zeno began studying under the famed philosophers of his time, and soon he was teaching his own philosophy, one that prized virtue above all else. He held his lectures at the Stoa, the painted porch, and thus his followers came to be known as the Stoics. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is Stoicism? Well, at its core, Stoicism is about understanding the nature of the universe and accepting it as it is. It's about recognizing that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. The Stoics believed in 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues were seen as the blueprint to a good and fulfilling life. Wisdom to understand the world, courage to face adversity, justice to treat others with fairness, and temperance to exercise self-control and moderation in all things. But Stoicism is not just about enduring life stoically, it's about finding inner peace and tranquility amidst the chaos. It's about looking at adversity not as a misfortune, but as an opportunity to grow and learn. The Stoic philosophy is not about resignation, but about empowerment. It teaches us to focus on what is within our control and let go of what isn't. It's about understanding that happiness is not found in external things, but in our own inner state of mind. The Stoic philosophy at its core is about understanding the world around us and our place within it. Stoicism stands firm on 4 pillars: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are the essence of Stoicism, and they guide us in living a fulfilling life. Wisdom, the first pillar, is not merely about acquiring knowledge. It's about discerning what is and isn't within our control. It's about understanding the nature of things, the rhythms of life, and our place within it. Stoics believe in the wisdom of recognizing that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond, how we interpret, and how we let it affect us. The second pillar, courage, is not just about bravery in the face of physical danger. It's also about moral courage, the ability to stand up for what is right, to face adversity with a calm mind, and to accept the inevitability of change. Stoics find courage in their understanding that life is fleeting and that the only thing constant is change itself. Justice, the third pillar, is more than just fairness. It's about understanding our role in society, our duty towards our fellow human beings. It's about treating others with kindness and respect, not because we expect something in return, but because it is the right thing to do. Stoics believe that we are all part of a larger whole, and each of us has a responsibility to contribute positively to that whole. The final pillar, temperance, is about moderation and self-control. It's about understanding our desires, our passions, and not letting them control us. It's about finding balance in all things, from our emotions to our actions. Stoics believe in the virtue of temperance as a way to maintain inner peace and avoid being swept away by the tumultuous waves of life. These virtues are the guiding lights on the path of Stoicism, leading us towards inner peace and contentment. By practicing wisdom, courage, justice and temperance, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and serenity, and in doing so find true happiness and fulfillment. Life throws curveballs, but how we respond makes all the difference, according to Stoicism. Imagine you're walking through a forest. Suddenly you trip on a concealed route. You might curse the route, your luck, or the universe for your misfortune. But the Stoics would view this differently. They would simply acknowledge the route and the act of tripping as natural occurrences. They would then focus on their response, which is within their control. This notion is at the heart of Stoicism, the division of life into things within our control and things outside our control. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Greece understood that life is full of challenging and often unpredictable circumstances. But they also knew that we have the power to control our reactions to these circumstances. This is a fundamental tenet of Stoic philosophy, the idea that we should concern ourselves only with what we can control, our own thoughts, actions and responses. So how do the Stoics handle adversity? Firstly, they acknowledge the situation for what it is, without adding any emotional judgment. They accept that life is full of ups and downs, and they don't shy away from adversity. Instead, they see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Secondly, they focus on their response. They understand that while they cannot control external events, they can control their reaction to them. They can choose to remain calm and composed, instead of letting their emotions take over. They can choose to see the situation as a challenge rather than a threat. Finally, they strive for equanimity, a state of psychological stability and composure, which is undisturbed by experience of or exposure to emotions, pain, or other phenomena that may cause others to lose the balance of their mind. The Stoics knew that maintaining this state of mind in the face of adversity is a true testament to one's strength and resilience. Remember, it's not events that disturb people, but their judgments concerning them. Let us take this wisdom from the Stoics and apply it to our own lives. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. And in that response lies our power and our freedom. Scene script. Embracing Stoicism can transform our lives in surprising ways. One of the most significant benefits of Stoicism is the development of emotional resilience. In a world where change is the only constant, Stoicism equips us with the mental fortitude to face adversity head-on. When we embrace the Stoic perspective, we learn to see hardships not as misfortunes but as opportunities to grow and learn. This philosophy encourages us to focus on what is within our control and let go of what isn't. By doing this, we can reduce stress and anxiety significantly. We no longer worry about the unpredictable nature of life, but instead revel in the certainty of our responses to it. This shift in perspective can bring about a profound sense of contentment and peace, even amidst the chaos of life. Stoicism also provides a more profound understanding of life. It teaches us to appreciate the present moment, acknowledging that the past is unchangeable and the future uncertain. This focus on the here and now can lead to a more mindful and fulfilling existence. Another essential benefit of Stoicism is its emphasis on virtue and character. Stoics believe that a good life is not defined by wealth or status, but by virtue and wisdom. By prioritizing these values, we can lead lives of integrity and purpose, finding satisfaction not in external validation, but in our own moral and intellectual growth. But perhaps the most compelling benefit of Stoicism is its universal applicability. Whether you're a student dealing with academic pressure, a professional navigating workplace challenges, or simply someone trying to find meaning in the mundanity of everyday life, Stoicism has something to offer. Its principles are timeless, relevant to every stage and aspect of life. Stoicism, therefore, is not just a philosophy, it's a practical guide to living a good life. Stoicism doesn't promise instant happiness. Instead, it offers a path towards it. A path that is not paved with gold, but with virtues, resilience, and a profound understanding of the self. Stoicism, this ancient philosophy, doesn't seek to hand you happiness on a silver platter, but rather it equips you with the tools to cultivate it within yourself. Stoicism guides us towards happiness, not by promising a life without hardships, but by teaching us how to navigate through them with grace and composure. It encourages us to develop virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, virtues that not only help us face adversities, but also enable us to rise above them. Happiness, in the Stoic view, is not about the absence of adversity, but about our capacity to respond to it with strength and dignity. But what does happiness mean in the realm of Stoicism? It's not the fleeting, momentary joy we often associate with the term. No, it's a state of inner peace and contentment, a tranquility of mind that remains stable and unshaken even in the face of life's harshest storms. It's about finding contentment not in external possessions or circumstances, but in our own character, in our own actions, in our own virtue. Happiness, according to Stoicism, is not something to be pursued or chased after. It's not a goal to be achieved or a destination to be reached. It's a journey, a continual process of self-discovery and personal growth. It's about learning to accept what we cannot change and having the courage to change what we can. It's about finding satisfaction not in what we have, but in who we are. In the grand tapestry of life, Stoicism offers us a compass, a guiding light that helps us navigate through the labyrinth of our existence. It teaches us that happiness is not about having everything we want, but about wanting what we have. It's not about avoiding pain, but about learning to endure it. It's not about living a life of luxury, but about living a life of virtue. In the Stoic view, happiness is not a destination, but a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, holds profound relevance in our modern world. This timeless wisdom, born in the bustling marketplaces of ancient Greece, has traversed through centuries to illuminate our path today, guiding us towards a life of tranquility and fulfillment. Let's recap our journey so far. We've dived deep into the enigma of life and happiness, explored the philosophy of fortitude, and discovered the pillars of Stoicism. We've seen how Stoicism responds to life's challenges and the benefits it brings. We've walked a path towards happiness, understanding that the true essence of joy lies within us, not in external circumstances. Now, it's time to take the next step. It's time to welcome Stoicism into our lives, to let its principles guide our actions and thoughts. Stoicism, in its core, teaches us to focus on what's within our control and let go of what's not. It encourages us to live in harmony with nature, to accept life as it comes and find peace within ourselves. Imagine a life where external circumstances no longer dictate your emotions. A life where you are the master of your own happiness. That's the power of Stoicism. It's not a quick fix or a fleeting trend, but a philosophy for life. But remember, Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but understanding them. It's about finding balance and accepting the impermanence of life. So, as you embark on this journey, be patient with yourself. Embrace the change and let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you. So, what's stopping you? The lessons from ancient Greece are as applicable today as they were 2,000 years ago. They're not just philosophical concepts, but practical tools for living a more fulfilling and content life. Remember, the goal of life, according to Stoicism, isn't to live forever, but to create something that will. So start today. Embrace the Stoic philosophy and create a legacy that transcends time. After all, isn't that what life's about? If you felt inspired, motivated, or simple more aware after this video, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for your time. Until the next one.